Hello again, everybody. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Saturday, or Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever day you're watching this. Um, First, I'm going to ask to please bear with me through this. I'm fighting a lot of negative, but trying to break that off of my life. So as I go, if I post a video, then delete, just know it's simply because I realized there is a better way to get out what it is I'm trying to express. But for my own good, I have to be as positive as I can be while expressing my lifetime of others' projected negativity. Yes, I have been through more than I know how to express, as I've actively been working on my own negative self talk, beliefs, and my conditioned negative outlook on life. I do realize a lot of what needs to be said, known, is unfortunately not so positive, said/known. But in realizing what was meant to be due to others' intentions and ill will bestowed upon me since I was a young child, I now know I can come from a place of love while expressing some stuff that's not so easy to see the light in. Please know that even when I'm speaking on some of the things I've endured, I'm not coming from a place of bad or evil, not even negativity. I believe God put this in my hands for a reason. I've been getting nudged and guided to share my gifts and to use the projected negativity as fuel to my fire. My faith in God is strong, and I know within my heart God is always guiding me, and it's time to end my decades of oppression. It's all I've ever known. So in my videos, I'll be sharing knowledge, experiences, my passions, my research. I was guided to share how I came about it and my experience in knowing God is the one guiding my eyes, telling me where to look and why. I made a couple videos already, but then I deleted because I know there is a better way to do what I'm trying to do. I will do some reads of tarot in these videos and share as I'm still learning, but many of the messages I'm shown I believe is worth speaking and sharing. Also, I'm trying to reach out because I know so many are living in fear, silence, and don't see a way out, and can't hear the Lord's voice or feel his guidance, and he's always giving and always speaking. So maybe I can help. I'm hoping anyone else who may have endured the horrors I have found to be very real in my own life can find peace in what I share and feel the love that lies deep within me, as that is what's needed now more than anything, love in all ways. I went through many phases in this journey. My inner child wants and needs the love of me now, as many, many, many others need as well. I have a lot of information, but I'm following how God's leading me to do this, so I have to remember to say the needed things only needed to be said out of grace and in a way of God will approve. As us as a collective, which is all of us, have an important job right now. It's not exactly publicly accepted, which makes it very hard. Plus, free will is major. It cannot be forced, only guided. But with that being said, to wake the masses, some very hard truths will need to be told. But my Lord said it's time, but do it in love, my dear. So as I try to express some very hard truth, it's really difficult to say some of it in a positive way. So if I post something, then delete, just know I'm going within to find a better way. In telling my story, please don't think I'm sharing out of hate or that I'm coming out of a negative place. But no, I am simply saying, for the sake of children, my own inner child, and the hearts of humanity as a whole, only what needs to be said. And I will always speak only what is 100% truth, as I don't have anything to lie about, but I do in fact have every reason to tell the truth. So again, I ask you all to stick around, because no matter how horrifying it was for me to find out my own truths, this was an amazing journey, in fact. And I'm amazed with what I've come to find. And actually, no matter how hard and heartbreaking this all has been for me, I know a lot of it was actually necessary, as God is using me as his vessel, as I gave him full permission to, for him to use me for what he thought was best. And through that, I'm so proud of me and of how far I've come, especially in my relationship with God. I'm not asking for anyone to feel bad for me because I know what's happened was maybe, I'm not going to say maybe, was God's will, because I had to do what I had to do for me and God's reasons that is only needed to be known between Him and I had to prove to, I was being tested, and and in my mind I passed, and I'm working to share how to pass those tests, maybe, or for people to see that a lot of us are being tested in a major way right now. And sorry to say, but a lot of people are not passing, and God's not very happy about that. And I'm not asking for anyone to feel bad for me, because it's given me strength I never knew I had. And what I've learned has amazed me beyond measure. And it's given me faith in knowing we all can make a difference in the way the earth is moving and the path it seems to be going on. It takes one person at a time, but I know it's happening. So yes, I did make a couple videos already, but then I realized, like, you know what, maybe I said too much too soon without giving a full-on, like, explanation on where I was going with that or why. So I made them private, and then I thought about it. It was like, maybe no, I need to just I need to just start over again. I did share a little bit of a tarot reading before. I still plan on sharing that. I just want to get my point well across when I'm doing these videos. Sometimes when I do speak on the happenings or things that need to be said out loud and the truth, I'm not looking for pity. I'm not looking to start any problems. I'm trying to be the voice of not only my inner child who never had that voice, but my child whose voice is trying is there's being is being made to where my child doesn't have a voice right now, and I'm not okay with that. And other children too. I know there's a lot going on in this world that a lot of people are blinded to, and they're like, oh, this can't happen here. No, no, sweetheart, it can. We all have a job to do, and we're supposed to wake everybody up. But our Lord has given us free will, and He will never and go past that unless, yeah, He has full permission to. I know why I went through what I went through. I had my reasons, and He had His reasons for putting me through there. But I know what I'm also here to do to make up for that. Not to make up for that, but to, close that deal of ours. Unspoken of deal, but it was made known to me why I must go through the things that I've been going through. And a lot of things that I went through was very necessary. And as for is for everybody. But I've been guided to share like some things and to also share my story. I'm just trying to find the best way to do it and the most safe way to do it. And in a way that, I won't have what my main problem is right now, which is the Child Protection Service Agency, that I have them over my head right now, seeming to take everything I say and using it maybe not for me, but against me. That's what it seems like. Because every time I do speak truths, it's in fact looked at as, I'm a mental patient rather than being considered to be a thing at all. And at this point in time, it's imperative for me to get my voice out there. And the fact that people are fighting so hard to keep me quiet makes me know that even stronger, that it's imperative that I do get my story out. and the real truth, because I'm afraid of what could come if I just keep it going without letting it all be known, and not just what is said on their parts, because in fact in life you've got what, there's usually three truths, right? One, this person's truth, the other person's truth, and then the real truth. Because there's a lot of things going on right now where things I said or reactions or things I did or whatever are being put on blast with the people that could actually take my heart away from me. But what's being left out is the reason why I had those reactions, and the reason why I said what I said, or the reason why I lashed out. So a lot of what I did is being put on blast, but um, there's a lot of things being left out. So the real truths lie between closed doors. And somehow, some people have a lot of leverage in this situation of mine, or control, because it's in fact control what I'm going through right now. Control, and someone trying to control every aspect of my life is what I'm coming to find out. And I'll give my reasons behind that in my videos to come. Like literally every aspect of my life. It's kind of sickening to think that somebody cares that much about even like my happiness when it comes to having friends, my happiness when it comes to my child. Like there's someone that's really trying to strip me of everything, and that's not just like a negative mind. It's just, it is what is. um I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know. I think I know who, but I don't want to speculate. And until I have absolute proof to back that up and show, I'm not really going to say. Well, you know what? I mean, a lot of this really should just be, I wish I could just blurt it all out right now. That's what I really want to do, because it really hurts to keep a lot of this withheld anymore. I feel like I'm the keeper of secrets, and I'm going to burst at any moment. So this is why I feel compelled to share my story and to share the things that I know, because it is a lot. It's a lot, a lot. There's a lot of deception going on in major ways, and it's all very connected to even the political parts in our lives. Literally. And the more you believe that, the better you'll be, and the better understanding you'll have of the world today. Um, so anyway, I'm going to try and keep it at a positive note, but I wanted to get that out. So if I do post a video and then you find it gone like later on, it's because maybe I said something that later on thought about, like, oh, you know, that wasn't the best way that I could have expressed that, because I'm still learning how to express myself. This is something I never learned as a child. You know, I was told that expressing yourself was wrong or something. I don't know what the heck. Who knows what the heck I was told. It's not a joke, but I mean, it's kind of funny on how everything's panning out, what I'm finding out about from my childhood on. Like like I said, guys, my childhood story, I'm still finding out about. There was a lot of um deception involved in my childhood. Like I'm a whole political party, but I'm not. I'm just one person, and my poor child self, my inner child is screaming for justice. My inner child is screaming for someone to hear her. And I never knew that. But now I do. And that is my goal right now, is to hear my inner child self, is to hear her so she can finally be heard. She's been crying for so long, and it's important and imperative that I dry that baby's tears. And yes, I talk about my inner child as if it's like a third party, but if you understood, then you would understand. And if you do understand, then you get it. And there's a lot of others, inner childs, that are screaming out for it to be heard too. And maybe that inner child adult doesn't even know. It's just a unhealed child walking around as an adult. That's what's happening to a lot of people right now. And I feel like it, maybe I was guided to relay some messages because I'm very connected to um, the spiritual journey. Very. And I'm very, very close with God. Like my relationship with God is unwavering. The devil has been testing, and he tests hard, and he fights dirty. But as I always say, no weapons formed against me shall prosper. God is my salvation. God is my savior. And I'm here to spread the message of God and to spread the message of things that need to be said in order to save the rest of the souls that are lost out there. Divided we fall, but together we stand, and we stand strong, guys. So a lot of us have a very important job right now, but we can't force it. All we can do is try and be heard and understood. And a lot of times in the process of that, you have to share, because sharing is healing. And I'm trying to get the courage up to share what I need to share for my own good, and for, maybe it could bring somebody else into a healing process too. Even if it's one person by one person, we got this. We're going to do this. I have faith in us as a humanity because I can feel the shift already. And many are waking up to their own gifts and stuff like that. And I'm seeing that in a major way. And it's beautiful. I want more of it, and soon, because, you know, um, it's just at an imperative time right now. And especially for me and my story, because I feel like if I don't get my story out, then it'll never be heard. And what if it's too late if I don't do it? Yes, I live in a lot of fear, mostly because I'm being told sit down, shut up, or I'm taking your kid to foster care, basically. Not in those words exactly, but they might as well say that. And there's just a lot of things going on, and it has to deal with children. Preemptive war strikes is to destroy family, to separate women and children. And that's exactly what's going on a wide scale right now. And that's why it's so imperative that I get out what's really happening, besides with the pushed narratives of the ones that are going along with this deception that's been happening to a lot of people, not just me. And again, for the people who like to copy, record, and send to people to make me look bad, no, I'm not saying that there's a conspiracy being done on me. I am not saying that there's a group of people coming against me. I am not saying that I see things that people don't see. So that's not delusional. It's not hallucinations, on the record. And yes, I will be expressing why I say that, due to the claims of other people that are not doctors or have the PhD to be able to um, make those statements about a person. That's what's being done to me. Not done to me, but that's what's happening in my reality. I'm fighting people that are not giving me a voice at all, and they're just claiming false claims of mental instability out of my bipolar diagnosis, which the bipolar diagnosis is from traumas that was never dealt with. So it and then caused a chemical reaction in my brain, which gives me a chemical imbalance said, which is not said, but hence by being bipolar and having severe anxiety and possible PTSD. But it's being made out to be that I am mentally incompetent, because from my beliefs of what's happening is there's a manipulation tactic being done when it comes to my parenting abilities, where it's being made out to look like that I'm unable to take care of myself or my child, and that I don't have the mental capacity to do so, and that I have hallucinations and delusions all the time. But no doctors say this, only a set few people do that do not have the degrees to make these statements. But they're making them true, and they're making them affect my case in general, and it's elongating it, and it's abuse of power is what it is. There's an abuse of power going on in my life directly, and to me that's an injustice, and my child is not being taken seriously or heard or being made um, legitimate in her own story. So what's going on is affecting my child the most. And so, yes, I'm going to strongly speak out against what's happening to my child. I will be her voice. If they're not going to let her speak for herself, then I'm going to speak for her, and I'm only going to say what is 100% true to her from what she has said to me and from what I heard from recordings that I had. And I'm not going to hold back. I'm speaking out for the sake of my child's mental health and my child's well-being, and what needs to be done for her to be in a better place in life, rather than her getting snatched out of her mommy's arms because of claims of people who are abusers of somebody else's incompetence in mental stability-ness, whatever, however you want me to say that. People that need to be innocent because for the sake of what they've done, they need to be seemed innocent, are trying to deem someone else as mentally unstable, delusional, hallucinating, blah blah blah, all that good stuff. And they're leaving out the reason why I'm having reactions and lashing out. Of course, people that don't want to be found out for the wrong that they did are gonna lie. And that is in fact that has a name to it. It's called victimizing. And no, I don't want to be considered a victim. I don't want to play victim. But I am going to stand firm when I say I'm not going to give up on getting my child heard, even if I have to be her voice. That is what mommies are here for. And no, that does not make me crazy. And anybody that thinks that really needs to go check themselves and see why it is that you think a mommy protecting her baby is crazy. Maybe you have a problem too that you need to go check yourself for and see why it is you're not listening to a child. That's that. And I mean that in the nicest way. So anyway, I'm going to, since I had that little bit of negativity there, I'm going to pull some positive affirmation cards so we can come to a better place for a moment. Un momento, por favor. So I'm just sharing a little bit of like whatever. I'm not going to explain what I'm doing. Okay, Today I am receptive. Today I will let go of the past. I will live in the present, and I am looking forward to a brighter future. Or a bright future. Today I move forward. Today I see each obstacle as an opportunity to learn and grow. Today I trust myself. Today I know that I will make the right decisions to maintain a happy and healthy life. Today I am brave. Today I will step up to every challenge with courage. Today I will not be critical. Today I will not be critical of my appearance or actions. I am perfect the way I am. Today I feel healthy. Today my mind is clear, my body is healthy, and my soul is at peace. Okay. I'll just do a collective general energy of the day. Like see what's going on there in the atmosphere for many of us, or the collective, which is supposed to be all of us, but some people don't really want to be a part of the collective. But that's their problem. All right. What's the general energy for the collective here? with one card, please. What is the general energy of the collective? With one card, please. What is the general energy of the collective? With one card, please. I only do the one card because I'm still learning. So there's like the card of the day. Normally it's like my energy, but since I'm sharing with all of you, I'll do the energy of the collective. Because also with my story, I know for facts that there's plenty. There's a lot of people, a lot of people that are going through the same thing. You know, so our energy is really big. And I don't just like read cards on my own. I actually listen to card like readers online, and they're like, honestly, like I feel like my story is being felt on a wide scale by many readers, but I feel like also it's a lot of people's story right now. So it's as being one of the people that it is definitely going through what some of these readers are picking up on. Yes, all of the evils and everything included. Maybe it'll be good for me to share, and you know, do what I'm guided to do as well. What is the overall energy of the collective for today with one card, please? So anyway, yeah, I only do one card because that's like how I'm learning. Do a card of the day, or you know, a card of the night. Sometimes I'll pull out more, but like I'm still learning how to. I don't want to come from a technical place with them, so learning about them by reading books and stuff like that is not kosher for me because I'm a more hands-on person, and they're supposed to be intuitive, so you're supposed to be able to pick up. Like I channel through them, I do. I'm not going to share that yet because, you know, I got people deeming me as a crazy person, and the way channeling happens, yeah, what they're trying to pin me as is like a schizophrenic or something like that. Like they would use that as a way to say that I'm a schizophrenic. But what they don't realize is a lot of us have this beautiful gift of channeling, and you just have to have an open mind and accept it. If you can't accept it, you're not going to have it. Of course not. So that sucks to be you because it's beautiful gifts that the Lord has given us. Alright, what is the overall energy of the collective with this one card, please? Just one card with the overall energy of the collective. Just one card. Tell me, what is the overall energy of the collective? What is it that we all need to see, or where are we all at in an energetic space? Because I have actually felt like a shift, as in like a whole, like in the collective, I guess, or whatever. Like I feel more support within like an energetic space than I ever have, and that's how I actually got through a lot of the hardships that I went through, was the energetic support that I felt and love that I felt come from like a universal way. That's what got me through a lot. And if it wasn't for that, I don't know where I'd be right now. Of course, my relationship with God too, but that played a major role in it. The love and the energy, like that I felt, like the support that I felt in that way. That's what helped me get through. And that's another thing that I would like to share with people, because there's a lot of things that happen with me that I know it's going on with other people, and like these things that are happening, like some people are unable to accept them and move on with their lives from it, and like there's a lot of people like taking their own lives, and there's people that going down like the dark path just because they feel like they have no other choice, and you have a choice, you always do, and the dark path is not the way to go. You know, we're on a mission, people. We all are. We just have to wake up to that, to what our mission is. We have a specific reason why we came here. You know, God's ready to tell you, and you just gotta seek in Him. That's all He wants. All right, the overall energetic read for the collective. With one card, please. What is the overall energy for the collective today? With one card, please. Oh, it actually gave me two. Should I do any, meeny, miny, mo? Or should I just do the two? Let's just do the two. Because usually, you know, I'm still learning how to connect the cards, but what I'm going to do now, the Five of Cups. You see that person kind of like with their head down, and there's a river, so it's like a conscious flow. So their aura kind of looks like their aura is looking like it's like white. So it's like someone who's pure, but their head is down, and they're someone's cloaked as well. I'm gonna get the real, like, I'll look at the meaning of it too. Like there's conflicts, but there you might be able to, like, I think there's like a resolve within it, you know? And the Knight of Pentacles. It shows a leader, I believe. A leader. Let me get the and that that Knight of Pentacles. Pentacles signifies earth, and cups signifies water. A reliable person, which is okay. Let's do the Five of Cups first, because that came out first. Loss, regret, grief, feeling abandoned or unloved. I could say that could be true, very true for a lot of us, because a lot of us are feeling left out, we're feeling unloved, and in things that are happening with us, we are being made to feel unloved too, as a collective. Like, I know that this is going on with multiple people, where maybe they were like the black sheep of the family or something like that. Like, a lot of people are being made to feel like left out of the crowd. And because in my situation, like, I kind of felt like I was the brunt of the joke of everybody, and everybody knew what was going on but me, and everybody was kind of making fun of that, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I felt before. And the Night of a reliable person, patience, hard work. Yes, and within my situation, like, I'm only saying my situation because it's like I feel like this is what's going on in a whole with a lot of people. Like, I was feeling like, what did I do? What did I do wrong? And my head was down because I was ashamed of myself, and I didn't even know why. And I was just like, I thought I did something wrong. I thought I was gonna get in trouble. I was scared to speak out, and I was scared to, like, I felt like I lost, like, everything, and in major ways. And then, but with patience of putting continuous work within myself, which could be happening with a lot of us right now, because since I feel this shift so strongly, like, there's a lot of us are probably coming out of it right now and, like, realizing our own worth. And I mean, I'm still trying to realize my own worth. Like, it's really hard when you've been conditioned to believe that you're worthless. So I'm trying to fight that now. And it shows that, like, there's a reliable person that maybe has been hard at work behind the scenes too, even, which I felt that on a major level for years. I'm like, someone is doing this. Like, there's somebody, like, supporting, but they're not able to be seen. You know what I mean? Like, something like that. But so yeah, and I'm gonna find. So yeah, Five of Cups is focusing on what has been lost rather than what is intact. Exactly. Being disappointed in someone's bad qualities, not noticing the good qualities, doing something bad and not able to get past it. Fearing that the loss wasn't appreciated, though there is redemption. And then with the Knight of Pentacles. Let me see if I was right. I mean, not right, but, like, close. Change, moving very slow, very future bound, can sometimes overdo things, bad at improv in times of bad, not comfortable to stand out, very conformative, reliant, and material objects, perfectionist, lighten up. Yeah. A lot of people, like, are being too serious, being too negative. Like, that's why I was saying, like, I need to come about things in a lot of positive ways. Like the negative really took its course on a lot of people. Like the past like 6 years, like there's a lot of there's a lot of darkness going on. Like maybe it's saying lighten up. Like maybe it's saying like things are starting to lighten up a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I feel that. I feel that in a major way. It does get heavy because it gets really heavy a lot, and I know that. But I also know that a lot of us are going through the same thing, so we're probably all going through the same shifts at the same freaking time. Hopefully, because I have to believe that that's happening in order for me to feel better, because it does feel like a never-ending cycle with all of this stuff. And I know others are feeling the same way too, and a lot of people are really feeling like there's no way out, like, but there is. And God made sure of that. He's got his best workers on it. But together, like I said before, together we can make a difference. Let's see if there's any let's see, do you have any messages for me, Oracle, that can go along with the message from the cards? What is an Oracle message to go with these cards? What is an Oracle message to go with these cards? What does the universe want us to know? Oh. I know my soul is truly beautiful. Oh. Your energy is so sacred. And you know what? That is so amazing, because there's definitely an energetic field that I feel, which is the only reason why I hold on to like the feeling of love, and to know that like love is out there, is because I feel it universally. And like I know my energy's felt, and I feel other people's energies too, and it's a beautiful thing, especially when you feel safe in that energy that you're like coexisting with on another level, like it's an amazing thing. So energy is sacred. Oh, all right. My happiness is a choice I make. A lot of us are making the choices to be negative. A lot of us are making the choices to be miserable, and then like wanting to bestow misery upon other people. Identify and remove toxic people around you. Yes, that's important. And in my situation, I have to get the people that are trapping me in a spot where I don't want to be, basically. I have to get them to see the light, and I'm really trying to, but like I don't know how I can do that without like I'm really struggling with that right now. I'm trying to figure out how I can best move forward, getting the toxic people that are in my life, because if they're toxic to me, they're toxic to my daughter, and best believe she knows that, and best believe it's affecting her. So in my situation, it's like I know what's best, but why is it like the people that are supposed to be, there for the person that's trying to protect the child, why is it that they're siding with people who are trying to make it harder for her child and her mother? That's my situation. Okay. Got healing past trauma. A lot of us are doing that. Cool beans. Tell your story. A lot of us need to tell our stories. All of our voices are important. And the more, like, we're stronger together, guys. Stronger together. See? I always kind of felt protected, but I wasn't sure where it came from. This one. Some of those messages y'all ain't ready to see yet. It's something I have to get to, because it's yeah. See, and a lot of people are going through this. What did I do to them for all these plots against me, my free will, and my life? And a lot of us felt that way. Like, a lot of people are feeling like they don't have control of their own destiny. But no, we do. we just have to release that control of others somehow. I'm still learning how to do this, guys, so as I figure it out, I'll sure as frick let you know, but it's definitely difficult. It's a very difficult tie and like it's like a binding that you have to the people that are actually doing things, but we can get out of it, and together we'll do it. I hope you guys enjoyed. um I'll be back again, of course, with more, and I hope in any way that my story and my, like, what I have to say and share helps anybody, even if it only helps one person. Like, share, and subscribe, please.